why don't we start by getting this one out of the way. Oscar nominations came out this morning. Your name was not mentioned. What was your reaction? We know their reaction.
Why don't we let them speak for me? Well, look, just spend a moment on that. First of all, what I don't want is for that, I expect there'll be some response or some questions about it, but I don't want that to get in the way of why we're here. This is very important to me and to the staff here. So let me just speak frankly about how I feel about it. I think that, first of all, the film that I made with J.C. Chandor is a film I'm very proud of. It's independent, so it conforms to why we're here. That gave me great pleasure. I love working with him. We premiered his first film at our festival, so there was that connection. It was so stripped down of elements that are in most films, like voiceovers, dialogue, special effects. It was, for me, more of a pure cinematic experience. I love that. But also, almost more than anything, it gave me the chance as an actor to go back to my roots and the way and where I started. So I'm very happy about that film. Now, the fact that the film did not cross over into the mainstream, into the more commercial parts of our industry, it didn't. And I think that probably Hollywood, spend a moment on Hollywood. Hollywood is a business, and it's a very, very good one. And I have nothing but respect for them. I've been a part of the Hollywood film industry for much of my career. I'm very happy about it. So this is not so much about Hollywood. Hollywood is what it is. It's a business. And so when these films go before to be voted on, usually they're heavily dependent on campaigns that the distributors provide. There's a lot of campaigning that goes on, and it can get very political, but that's okay, because it is business. In our case, I think we suffered from little to no distribution. And so as a result, our distributors either, I don't know why, they didn't want to spend the money, they were afraid, I don't know why, or they just were incapable, but whatever, we had no campaign to help us cross over into the mainstream. So I suspect that has something to do with it. I don't feel, would it have been wonderful to be nominated? Of course. But I'm not disturbed by it or upset by it because of what I just said. It is a business and we couldn't conform with it. So having said that, what it does connect to is the fact that I was so happy to be able to do this film because it was independent. And it stood the chance of having a wider distribution as they stepped up. So that's what's on my mind, is the chance it gave me, and I'm really happy about it, and I will stay happy about it. The rest is not my business, so it's somebody else's business. I'm fine.
Your performance in All Is Lost Is Our Man at the Palais at the Cannes Film Festival, you had a standing ovation, and so many accolades on that.
I was there. That was an amazing night.
I was in the second row. People were clapping nonstop.
That was an amazing night. I'll tell you what my feeling was. And it's the only time I've seen the film, was that night at Cannes. And because when, at least I'm speaking for myself, but I think I'm speaking for other actors, that to me it's so much about the work. That's always been my joy, the work. And I've never, because that's the most important part of it for me, what comes after is almost like other people's business, but the work. So therefore, you don't think about outcomes. If you're thinking about outcomes, you're thinking you have expectations, and I think expectations are dangerous. So therefore, I only do the work and don't think beyond that. So I had no clue how this would be received. Now, so it goes to Cannes, and I thought, Jesus, I think they boo films there. What a deal to be sitting there in a tuxedo and be booed, So the film plays, you go in, and it was hard for me to watch it because it was a very physical film, and I felt like I had to go through it all over again. So, but when it was over and the lights were coming on, I thought, God, you know, this could go either way. I was not at all prepared for the positive reaction it got. I was thrilled. I was so thrilled I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to turn. I didn't know what to do. I was absolutely thrilled. But I wasn't, it could have gone either way. So I think that's just how I feel about it. You never know.
Very good.
I'm going to say they boo films at Sundance too. They boo films at Sundance as well. Which